Worldcoin, lately there's been a lot of talk about it, a term used by many crypto enthusiasts, especially in recent times. But in practical terms, what are we talking about? If you've clicked on this video, you probably already know what we're going to discuss, namely one of the crypto projects with the potential to become the most significant in this sector based on artificial intelligence. Worldcoin was officially launched in the last few days on virtually all exchanges almost simultaneously. What immediately piques curiosity is the fact that this project was conceived and is still managed by the current CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman. At first glance, it may seem perfect, and it appears to be an excellent investment opportunity based on artificial intelligence, one of the possible future trends, managed by someone who understands artificial intelligence and can be considered one of the pioneers who gave the general public a tool to leverage artificial intelligence. So, I'm telling you, it has all the right ingredients to be an excellent investment. However, in this video, I'll give you all the necessary information to find out. I'll tell you up front that not everything that glitters is gold. In fact, there are various controversial situations hidden behind it. Worldcoin was born as a project that uses artificial intelligence to address income inequality and, most importantly, to provide digital authentication, a kind of digital passport that allows us to identify ourselves and validate our identity through iris scanning, enabling access to various online products or services without the risk of identity theft by malicious actors using this information. And believe me, this issue of identity theft we mention now will become more prevalent over time. Doesn't it all sound very interesting so far? However, it's a project that divides the crypto landscape. On one side, we have those who adore Worldcoin and its founder. On the other hand, there are those who highlight the various gray areas of this project. For example, how all this sensitive information is used by the company itself. The project is divided into three main areas: World ID, which is a system of identification based on iris scanning; your WLD, which will be distributed to users based on digital identity information; and finally, Word Up, which will allow end users to use WLD tokens as a payment, transfer, and conversion system into other cryptocurrencies, such as stablecoins. Let's delve a bit deeper into World ID, which is also the heart of the Worldcoin project. Through a hardware device called Orb, it allows the acquisition of a cryptographic image of our iris, an image that will be converted into a series of unique alphanumeric codes that will constitute the individual's digital identity, according to the development team. They argue that this method is the only sustainable way to maintain privacy for the millions, if not billions, of Worldcoin users. In fact, a statement released a few days ago on the Worldcoin website states that Worldcoin's goal is to reach at least 2 billion people scanned in this way. However, it is believed that an unequivocal way to prove one's identity digitally while preserving privacy can be achieved. The BYLD token was released to the public on July 24, 2023 through a series of listings on major exchanges. Additionally, it will be distributed to all participants in the Worldcoin network. In short, to those who have chosen to have their iris scanned, WLD is developed on the Ethereum blockchain, making it a native token. However, transactions and associated rewards will take place on Optimism, easily convertible or, as a result, into constituent tokens through dedicated bridges. It's important to consider that WLD is a governance token and, as such, has the function of voting on potential protocol changes. What's particularly intriguing is the tokenomics aspect. Starting with a well-defined total supply of 10 billion Worldcoin tokens, the company intends to distribute the majority of WLD to Word Up users. According to Tokenomics, 75% will go to the community, 13.5% to investors, 9.8% to the development team, and 1.37% as a project reserve. It's worth noting that this appears to be a long-term project. In fact, as indicated in the white paper, starting 15 years from the project's launch, an annual WLD token inflation rate of 1.5% is planned. Now, let's discuss the applications it has, including the gateway to all Worldcoin services currently available for both Android and Apple devices. From there, you can manage the entire project's economy via a proprietary wallet for crypto exchange and holding. Digital identity is directly linked to the application, allowing users to hold and use it. If we stick to what the company claims, we're talking about one of the most ambitious projects launched in the crypto landscape in recent years. Returning to the token, as mentioned earlier, it was launched and made available to the masses on July 24, 2023. Within 24 hours of the launch, all major centralized exchanges had listed it, including Binance, OKX, bybit, and many others. This is because there has been a high level of hype surrounding this project for several months. Within minutes of the launch, it reached nearly $3 per token before correcting and currently remains in a consolidation phase. It's interesting to see how, in just one day, it came close to the top 100 by market capitalization, with a market cap exceeding $200 million. As I mentioned earlier, there are several shady areas that cast a somewhat negative light on Worldcoin. There are various reports describing the early stages of retina scanning technology, testing as a genuine campaign to collect sensitive data. A particularly interesting report from MIT Technology Review titled Deceptions Exploited Workers, Money Handouts, How Worldcoin Recruited Its First 500,000 Test Users, details how, in the post-COVID era, independent representatives collected scans of retinas, phone numbers, emails, and sometimes even photos of local population identity cards in various poor countries, promising a few cents in return, often with the local government's consent. What kind of consent this was remains uncertain. Another gray area is that in 2021, it reportedly received funding from Sam Bankman-Fried and even from one of the CEOs of Three Arrows Capital, both of whom do not have a good reputation, especially in the cryptocurrency world. Furthermore, recent news reports that the UK's Data Protection Authority has announced an investigation into Worldcoin to ensure that all privacy protection procedures are followed and that the current iris registration process complies with current sensitive data protection regulations. In conclusion, we are talking about a very ambitious project, one of the most ambitious I've seen in the crypto landscape in the last 2 years, primarily because it aims to reach at least a quarter of the entire global population that uses Worldcoin services. It has the advantage of being associated with a figure from the global elite in artificial intelligence development who has already had significant success with projects like ChatGPT and similar services. The drawbacks, as we have already discussed within this video, revolve around maintaining a high standard of privacy and protocol efficiency as the user base grows. Therefore, taking into account the considerations and insights we've discussed in this video, does it make sense to invest in WLD tokens? I personally won't express an opinion because I don't want to influence the choices and opinions of those watching this video. However, I'd like to know if you find this project interesting for long-term investment. If you haven't already, please support the channel by simply leaving a like and subscribing. In the meantime, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.